shocking news that 2 Victorian police officers have been killed, another police officer wounded, this at a property in Porpunka, around 300 kilometres northeast of Melbourne. It's just a reminder of the personal risks that police take day in and day out for our community, mostly unrecognised. Now, tonight, as we're going to air, there is a manhunt underway for the alleged shooter. And let's bring in now to get the latest on this from Bright Police Station, Victoria reporter Georgie Dickerson. Georgie, thank you very much for being there in the rain for us. Now, what do you know about this alleged gunman who's now on the run? And what did the police have to say about how this all unfolded?
Good evening to you, Shari. Well, in terms of this alleged gunman, as we mentioned, he is still on the run and he has been identified as Dezi Freeman. Now, he is known to authorities. Vision has emerged earlier today of a previous arrest that involved this individual 4 years ago after a protest outside a court, this quite dramatic vision of him being arrested. And what we know today is that these officers had gone to his property just around 10 minutes from where we are standing tonight to execute a warrant. As for what exactly that warrant was for, police haven't released those details yet. But what we do know is after 10 officers had gone to his property, this alleged gunman started firing at these officers, and that is when we saw 2 officers shot and killed and a third suffered a wound to his leg and underwent surgery at the Alfred Hospital later that day. But in terms of this man, he has now fled the scene. He has been seen to be going into the dense bushland around this area, which is quite dense, and it is making authorities' jobs even harder now going into nighttime, as well as with this rain that has been relentless throughout the day. But we heard from the Chief Commissioner, Mike Bush, on this alleged gunman.
We know that the person is heavily armed. We know that they are dangerous, obviously. The person is known to us. There was a risk assessment done. And the fact that there were 10 officers attending this search warrant does talk to the gravity of the situation.
In terms of this incident, there is an absolutely tragic incident that has unfolded today. The victims have been identified as a 59-year-old detective and a 35-year-old senior constable. They have lost their lives in the line of duty today, and we have heard from the Premier condemning this incident. We have heard from all sides of politicians today who are calling about how tragic this incident is, and it really has shocked this local community. The community is still in lockdown. They are told to remain indoors. Even when we arrived here earlier today, we received a text message from authorities on our phones telling us to remain inside. But here's a bit more from Chief Commissioner Mike Bush.
What unfolded today was that 10 very dedicated police officers went to execute a search warrant at that address. They were met by the offender and they were murdered in cold blood. He was heavily armed and he was able to escape into the bush. I do understand that he was pursued, but he was able to get away.
Yeah, such tragic events today. Georgie, thank you very much for bringing us that update.